Hello, Steve Mills here, and it's great to be back sharing with you some more tried, tested and proven ways to grow your business. And today I've got a really important question for you. And that question is, why aren't you more successful? Why aren't you more successful? If you're so great, why aren't you more successful? Because this is a question that I know frustrates so many small businesses. I get people coming to me and saying things like, we're really good at what we do, Steve, but, nobody knows about us. We're not very successful. Let me ask you another question. Do you know somebody, a company, a business, another person who's nowhere near as good as you? They're nowhere near as skilled as you. They're nowhere near as enthusiastic as you. And yet, they're more successful than you. They're more wealthy than you. If you do, boy, is that, does that piss you off? I know it does. Because, I've had that myself, I know people in the marketing industry, we don't turn over multi-millions, and I know people that do, and I think, God, I know as much as that guy, or, even more sometimes. But, the truth of the matter is, being good operationally, being a great landscape gardener, being a great solicitor, accountant, cook, restaurateur, whatever it is that you do operationally, ain't gonna really affect totally how successful you are. What matters is how good you are at selling and marketing what you do. That's what's going to make the difference in your business. How good you are at selling and marketing. Now, immediately there's a problem here, because 99% of the small businesses that I work with and I see and I network with and so on are not skilled in marketing. They often say to me, do you know what, Steve? I don't really understand this marketing. As far as search engine optimization is concerned, no, I don't know how to do that, Steve. No, never even heard, I heard of it, but I don't really understand it. I then say, well, how are you doing? Are you doing any remarketing on Google? They go, remarketing? What's that? Never even heard of that, Steve. What's that? Or they say to me things like, well, I'm on LinkedIn, but I don't really do anything. I don't really know how to use it, to be honest. That is, I've got to say, that is crap. That is bullshit. That is rubbish. You cannot say that anymore. The days are gone. The world is far too competitive. The world is, there's people have so much more choice that you and I can no longer afford to be not good at selling our products and services. So, if you're like me, then you're on a mission to raise your game. That's what I'm on. I've been on it for over a quarter of a century now, helping small businesses to raise their game, to do better. Before I did that, I was an international sportsman. So I spent most of my life looking, how can I squeeze a little bit more out of something? How can I get a little bit better? How can I improve the effectiveness of what I'm doing by 2%, by 10%, by 50%? How do I get more? How do I do better than I've ever done before? Now, I'd love to help you with this. I'd love to work with you, to coach you, to be your mentor, to be the person who trains you to raise your sales and marketing game. Because, if you're serious about growing your business, then you've got to become serious about selling and marketing what you do. How could you do anything else? What else is there that you can do that's going to help you to grow your business? I don't think there's anything. If you want to get more profit in your business, there's only two ways. One, you've got to reduce costs. The other, you've got to increase sales. The good news is you can reduce costs straight away. Go and turn that light out. That's my office over there. And go and turn the lights out and reduce my costs, yeah? But what really creates the real leverage, because reducing costs, maybe 10%, 5%, 20% maybe, but there's always a limit. Got to spend something. If I turn over £1 million and and I manage to get, I don't know, I'm turning over £1 million and my costs are 800,000, I can reduce them to, let's say, 750,000, and that's a saving. But what's to stop me to do more than £1 million? Nothing. How many millions could I do? well, you know, who knows, whatever I want. You know, if my aim's to go from 1 million, sorry, I'm being attacked by a wasp here. If my aim's to go from 1 million to 10 million or 100 million, then, you know, I just need to take the appropriate action to do that. So that's about all I'm going to say. Bye-bye from me and the wasp. If you want to know more, contact me, stevemills.co, or phone me on 01 256 242 272, and be glad to have a conversation. And what I'll take you through is a process called a results review meeting, which is a real good understanding of where you are now and where you want to go, and then we can maybe put together a plan to take the first step to 10xing. That's going from 0 to 100, from 100 grand to 1 million, or from 1 million to 10 million. I'd love to be on that journey with you. Give us a call, and I look forward to speaking to you. Thank you.